Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make a sweet potato dish that I really love. Pan roasted sweet potatoes. We're going to blanch them first in water, and then we're going to pan roast them so they get a little caramelized. There's some brown sugar, there's some bourbon, there's some pomegranate, some toasted pecans, and then some ground ginger. You know, tons of autumnal flavor and just really satisfying. Great for Thanksgiving too, or any holiday dish. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my sweet potatoes after I peel them into sort of like coins, large coins. It's not really a coin, but you know what I'm saying, circles. I'm gonna put them in some water, start it in cold water. I'm gonna bring it up to a boil and turn it down to a simmer and let them cook. Salt. While that's happening, we can make our bourbon sauce to go on top of it. We'll start with some bourbon in the pan. Let that reduce a little bit. I'm going to add some brown sugar to that. A little bit of ground ginger. We're going to let the alcohol cook off of the bourbon and let it reduce. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to create sort of like a syrupy concoction here of the bourbon and the brown sugar and the ground ginger. Whoa! We know there's alcohol in it. That's good. That's just the alcohol burning off. And then you're going to retain the flavor of the bourbon. So it's going to have that nice sort of butterscotch flavor to it. And then we're going to add some butter to this. This is going to create the sauce. A little salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna use some lime zest. So I'm gonna get the zest off the lime first, and then I'm gonna cut the lime in half. I'm just gonna squeeze a tiny bit of lime juice into the sauce, just a tiny bit, just to kind of break up some of the sweetness. Just a little acidity. All right, see how quickly our sauce is made? So we have our lime zest just waiting here. And I'm gonna coarsely chop up the pecans. And I'm gonna chop up some parsley. Got some pomegranate seeds. We're lucky to get some pomegranates in our box. Pomegranates are always great this time of the year. Okay, so I'm going to strain out the sweet potatoes. We're seasoning sweet potatoes with salt and pepper and a little brown sugar so we can get a nice caramelization on the outside of the sweet potatoes. And then what you want to do is you want to put each sweet potato, right directly onto the pan. You want to put each sweet potato right onto the pan so it gets direct heat. So if you're cooking a lot of sweet potatoes, you want to cook this in batches. You don't want them on top of each other because they'll never get that nice caramelization. And when you take them out of the water, they should be, just about completely cooked. So at this point, we're just really giving them a nice crust on the outside. So now, if you stack them up at this point, it's totally fine. You've got what you wanted. You got that great crust on both sides. And then to finish this up, get our sauce going. Throw some of the pecans in there. Parsley. You just kind of spoon it over. The pomegranates right on top. A little lime zest. There we go. Sweet potatoes.